Yeah. We was that bag.
I'm gonna tell you now, it was to me like the BC Boys, sabotage. That's what happened with our career. We was 3 albums in. By now, we probably would have had about 40 albums out. You know, probably getting inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I don't give a shit about. Eminem gave us a shout out. He was a Skinny Boy. He wears Skinny Boy t-shirts. Nas shouting us out. Premier, Shaq, everybody. They know what's out there. 2 Chainz said, "Hey man, I heard that Titty Boy talking about them Skinny Boys." So it's like we didn't really scratch the surface.
Right. Yeah. No.
So me just doing the beatbox, that that was great. Sean Wyman, DJ and Wyman, that was great. But we could have went even deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like
2026, would y'all like to do something with this new generation of kids and like going in the music game? Like why don't we have our own Rockefeller, our own Interscope, our own Def Jam here? Why we can't create that here?
Yo, welcome to Talk of the Town.
Special guest today. Talk of the Town.
So this is a collaboration. Gloves Off 203, Talk of the Town 203, bringing it live. We got the Skinny Boyz, you know what I'm saying?
Legendary Connecticut group, the Skinny Boyz.
So we're going to get to that.
We're gonna jump right in it. First and foremost, I just want to thank y'all for granting us the time to do the interview. First and foremost, because
Thank you.
And I might have told this story off camera, but I'm gonna start with it. You probably ain't hear it, but 3 or 4 months ago, we were looking for people to interview that did things in Connecticut, moving, whether if it was music, movies, and we didn't really find nobody until he said, "Yo, the Skinny Boyz," and I didn't really know who y'all were. I kind of did my homework, but this was 4 months ago before we even talked to anyone to make a connection to even find out if y'all were still in Connecticut.
Yes, sir.
So every month will come, he like, "Yo, watch what I tell you. We gonna get it.
That's hustle mentality. And
then I think around time December, he said, "Yo, we gonna get it in January, top of January," and now. Months later, we are here with the Skinny Boyz.
Yes, sir.
So that's a blessing right there. Manifest. And I just want to jump right into it, like the start, the beginning. How do y'all meet up?
Believe it or not, we're cousins.
Oh, word?
Oh, y'all related?
Y'all related?
Sean is my blood brother.
Right. Okay.
Jock is our first cousin.
Oh.
Our mothers are sisters.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm looking at the nose.
The first question.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn.
That's what's up. That's
I'm looking at the nose and all of that. And I see the familiarities, and so that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's an awesome thing, man. So how did y'all come together with the music? Was y'all individually doing separate stuff, and then like how did all that start to formulate?
I started out some years before them as a DJ.
Okay. Superman J.
Yes.
Superman J. Now give a time frame. Give a time frame for the youngsters that may watch the show so they understand what era we dealing with.
What year?
Yeah,
My humble beginnings go back to, first of all, as a youngin', I came up playing the keyboard. I was going to school originally to learn the accordion.
Oh, okay.
Black Italian.
Yes.
Black Italian.
He on it. Sure, he on it.
Black
He ready
Italian.
to sell it.
Yes.
Okay.
Moving on from the accordion quickly, keyboard came up. Portal Music Studio, shout out to Frank Portal, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
What years was this? What
This
year?
right here was back in,
He was a
let's
child.
just say 75.
Okay.
I wasn't even born.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me either.
Damn,
So-
putting
Me
it
neither.
together.
None of us was
And
born.
we was always
Cooking.
in the house on 20 Sunshine Circle. They know where it was at.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to 20 Sunshine Circle.
20.
My uncle, Ernest Lloyd, he had a gospel group
Okay.
called the Stars of Harmony. So every time they practiced on a Sunday, everyone flooded Sunshine Circle. I mean, I'm talking about not just the band practicing, but everyone, anyone who was somebody came through that spot.
Okay.
So when they took a break to go eat, it allowed us time to go down there and mess around with the mics, with the keyboards, all this stuff right here. And they didn't mind it. Because they always said, listen, they got to learn somewhere.
Right.
That's a fact.
You know?
Wow.
So when you speed up the
community
times,
love.
what turned me on to becoming a DJ, me and Sean going down to my father's house in the Boogie Down, Bronx, Webster Ave. We got to see something incredible.
Right.
Wow.
And didn't know it was hip hop at that time. And it really wasn't called hip hop at that
I was
time.
gonna say, what did y'all reference it as?
Because it was still the disco era.
Oh, okay.
So-
Okay. So it was just a different form of disco to
Yes. So now I'm learning from a brother named Kimball
y'all.
how to DJ.
Grandmaster Bo.
Yes, rest in peace.
Uh-huh.
He's teaching me. Before you know it, I'm gravitating to the two turntables. And from there, it goes on from Kimball to some legendary brothers, man, that brought me on the scene live. Star Child and T-Bone.
Yes.
Everyone throughout Bridgeport and some of Connecticut, they know them guys, you know. So I came up around guys like that. A few other guys, Cook Brown, shout out to my brother,
Shout out Cook.
another DJ. I could shout out so many DJs, but to speed up to time, then I got with a group that we had formed called the Twice as Nice. Now, Sean and Jock wasn't in this group.
Right.
Sean was just one of the chill guys,
Yeah.
dancing and dressing.
We can see now.
see that.
We can see that now.
Hold on,
hold
Yeah. Okay, we got a section in here where on Talk of the Town, we ask people, do they dance? And did they dance, or were they dancers? So out of three of y'all, who was the best dancer, or who was really getting down and dancing?
We didn't dance a lot.
You didn't dance a lot?
We didn't dance a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's what's
Okay.
up. That's what's
Okay.
up. Y'all were the first
Yes.
people we interviewed that said that. They didn't really.
But somebody danced.
Well, it was like this right here on Sunshine Circle.
Yes. Sean used to
You
do
know,
the James
I
Brown.
was doing the James Brown.
Getting
and stuff
paid
like
for it.
that, getting paid for it.
Okay.
Yes.
So you was the hustler from young.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was steered in that type of direction.
Right.
You know, like my brother said, you know, started out with Uncle Ernie and Stars of Harmony for us.
Yes.
Okay.
But for my Uncle Ernie, my great grandmother,
Yes.
Cornelia Henry Hawley, she sung at Carnegie Hall 2 times. She
Yes.
played there twice at a time. Whereas, you know, I mean,
I already know.
you're
It's
not,
still
you're
like
not
that.
just getting to the.
Yeah.
Nobody's not just gonna walk you into Carnegie Hall and say,
No.
she's good.
No.
No.
Yep.
Right.
Not- and it's still like, yep.
And she played there twice.
Mhm.
So, and we have a grandfather on my father's side,
Yes.
Bishop
Harrison,
Harrison, and the
that's right.
Souvenirs.
So music is in the
They
blood.
made it. They made music with Charlie Rango, the country singer, and stuff like that.
Wow.
You know,
And he
so,
used to also sing for President Eisenhower.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
So y'all run deep with the music.
Music was in the
Run
blood,
deep.
in the bloodline, deep.
And-
Entertainment was in the bloodline.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm back then. I will say this, not to cut Sean off, but I think every black household was listening to some form of music.
Mhm.
If they wasn't listening to every
It
genre,
was like
they listened to
therapeutic.
some form of
Some
music,
type of music.
especially on a Sunday.
Right.
You know,
Mm.
you're
Record
cleaning
players
up
going, yep.
and you got music playing. You know, so I think that's a cultural thing for us.
Yeah.
You know,
And music
And-
is therapeutic.
when you
Right.
speed up to times like let's go into the 80s now. I'm with a group called the Twice as Nice.
Mhm.
That included me and some other fellas and another group. And from there, Sean was just chilling with us. Jock's not even in the picture yet.
Right.
Now, Jock's just doing what kids do, hanging out, going to school, having fun. He's the prankster of the group. He's the joker. So, you know, when you want to laugh, it's this brother.
Right.
You know, we speed up to times even more so now. Twice as Nice breaks up. Now we come up with Superior Crush.
Right.
Now Sean's included.
DJing, MCing, what will you start MCing?
Right.
Okay.
And
/ sing.
yes.
Okay, so
You know, because we were doing routines and stuff.
so you was on your
Most
Drake
definitely,
stuff.
yes.
You was one of the first Drake.
It was, yeah, it was,
Yes.
you know, we had like
Young boy.
awesome
One of the
dress
first
codes and
Drakes.
stuff like that, you know,
Singing and rapping. I love that.
Nice
Yeah,
with
we
it,
was doing a little
Joe.
bit of
Nice
both.
with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
you know. And just speaking of this little history, don't mean to backtrack, but you know, remember I said I used to do the James Brown and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Yes.
And James Brown was like, he was one of the intricate figures that took care of my father's family from Augusta,
Yes.
Georgia.
Oh, so
You have
like
to put that in there.
15, 20 years.
it runs deep.
Yes.
So, you know, James Brown was, you know, in my grandfather's house and things of that nature.
Flex.
And
Yes.
I mean,
Greatness.
You know, he used to hang out with my father's older brothers, him and his brothers. You know, so they grew up with James Brown.
Very
you know?
rich history.
And when James said to them, when I make it,
Wow.
I'm going to take care of you guys. He took care of the whole entire street.
Right.
So that's what that was back in Augusta, Georgia, way before we were born.
Right. Right.
And when you look at that, you kind of see that we all, black people, we connect.
Yeah.
We could not be related and still be related. That's how, that was the closeness of us.
Mhm.
You know, I wish it could still get back to those times.
Right.
But, you know, sooner or later it will. So hopefully sooner than later.
We talk about when we played Studio 54, Roseland,
Yes,
and all
yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
that. Latin Quarters.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Now, you put
classic
Jock
names.
Into
Classic
the
names.
equation. He joined the Superior Crush,
Right.
but we didn't know what he was doing.
He had a whole
This cat was
different style.
beatboxing, and we knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
So you have people out there saying, "Yo, I gave the name Jockbox to." I said, "No, you didn't."
Right.
I said, "You didn't give him that name." I said, "First of all, I said this is my first cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Before you get to vibe with him, trust me,
We
we
already
vibe
had
with each
it.
other."
Yeah.
Yeah. Fact,
Yes.
fact. Yeah. Fact.
So it goes in. I mean, when he came along, I can remember the first show at Stratford Roller Park. That
Wow.
first show at Stratford Roller Park with Jock
Right.
was incredible. I mean, that day we played with the Fat Boys, who were known as the Disco Three.
Disco 3,
Right.
yep.
Yes.
Right.
And when I tell you,
They just got that deal with Tim Pan Apple.
yes,
Right.
Charles Step.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hand that off to Jock
Go ahead.
because
Yeah.
he can go in on that.
Well, I was still young, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So
I just thought it was
How old were you? 20s, teens?
No,
No.
teens.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So y'all were young.
Yes.
About 14. But you know, Marky and Cool Rock and Buffy,
Buffy, yeah.
you know, they was waiting to go on because we
Rest
went on
their
before
souls.
them. You know what I'm saying?
And
But,
those were the Fat Boys.
Right.
were-
But
they
they
were
were Disco 3.
Disco
The
3.
Flyer.
So at the
That's-
time,
at
okay,
the time.
Right, yeah. Because I saved all the flyers. You know what I'm saying? Shows we did with, you know, the Cold
Now for the
Crush.
younger
Yes.
viewers, go. I got this from brother over here. Fat Boys. Go look up on Wikipedia.
Disco.
Yes.
Yes.
Disco
sir.
3. Go look it up on Wikipedia.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
so when
Yeah.
they when they're saying first name basis, this isn't just like we're saying, oh, Chris from KRS-One.
No, they're living proof. They were there.
This
They
is
They were there.
crushing
We were part of that.
Like,
part of that
they-
coming.
Right.
Like
Doing
they got the
shows.
saying you wasn't there. Nah, they were there.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that, you know, they were Disco 3, and I like that.
Yes.
You know, the way they was pure hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You know, so come on, beatbox, play one for me. You know,
Yeah.
it was just straight hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? They come up there with their gold jackets on when they,
Right.
you know, won the contest.
Fact,
But
fact.
then they changed their name. But when they did the show in Stratford Park, they was Disco 3.
Yes.
2 weeks later, I'm in the living room late night doing homework, and I look on TV, and it said the Fat Boys. I was like,
So
Yes.
quick question. Do you think, now, you guys weren't the Skinny Boys at the time,
No.
are you?
No.
No.
No. It was
Okay.
Superior Crush.
And they weren't the Fat Boys at the time. They was
No.
Disco.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they changed their name first to the Fat Boys.
right.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so.
Charles Stetler had them do that. He said it
Yes.
was more marketable, the way they
Right.
looked and all.
Okay.
Yes.
You know.
Which it was because
Yes.
they
Yeah,
eventually
yeah.
started
I
going
That
out.
Jewish man knew what he was talking
Yes.
about. He was smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were still Superior Crush, you know what I mean? Like I had nothing to do with the names like that. And I was just still like, oh shit, that's the Cold Crush, JDL, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you still a fan, still a fan.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But that night, like, it didn't even set in that night. But then people were like, "Oh shit, yo, that was just like, I was like, what happened? What? Did I miss something? Like, it was not. Right. But
he blew that.
I was more, like you said, a fan because I was in all watching, Buffy and them, and Marky and them. But man, after that show, we get showed the Fearless Four, Cobra. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. The 4 MDs.
Was it competitive? Like
everyone
the shows, the stage show,
then,
or was it love?
It was
like
love.
Friendly competition.
Yeah, it was love. Heavy D and the boys, and all, all these cats.
Was y'all freestyling and all of the things that we used to do?
Yes. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pure.
Okay.
Because it was still the early stages of hip hop. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Right.
It was so crazy that.
Right.
My man, Crazy Lady, Mr. Freeze, ticking like back with a break dance like right there, like
Rocksteady.
Right?
Crew, that's right.
It was the purest form, man.
Well, we were like one of the local acts that
one of the most
Armstrong. His name was
Arthur Armstrong. Shout out to Arthur Armstrong, the promoter, Bronx, New York.
Yeah, that's what's
that
up.
took a liking to us, and he kept booking us even from places like from Boston all the way to Patterson, New Jersey.
Right.
As an amateur group.
As amateur.
Okay.
So I was always wondering, Strong, you always book us. What is this right here? Is it like a friend thing? He said, no, people want to know who's on them tapes. They want to see who's on them tapes.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Because everything was back then on a cassette tape.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So when you see a brother like online named Geechee Dan,
I remember
he's the king of tapes.
Yeah.
Right.
So any tape that's out, he has it. So when you look at all that, and even when you go back in time, and he's telling us something as amateurs, like they want to know and they want to see who's on them tapes.
And I want to add this. Superior Crush, they had the DJ, the MCs, popping and breakers.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And then the beatbox came.
That's right.
So it was like
the Holy Grail.
Like, you know what I'm saying, a whole, mixture of hip hop all in one as far as the music.
So you're you're DJing for the group, right?
DJ / MC. I go more up front right now because people want to see us.
Yeah.
Right.
I had the pleasure to get a call from a great friend of mine, and I was linked with Heavy D's family, and I did his memorial out in Mount Vernon.
Yes. Hev was good people, man.
Us and Hev go back. We got a great history together.
Yes.
That's good.
Matter of fact, when we was in Philadelphia.
No, Rochester, New York.
The first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in particular, Philadelphia.
Yes.
At the Spectrum. Heavy D, we went on before Heavy D and the boys.
And at that time, we had the #1 record in Philadelphia on Lady B's show. Lady B.
God bless T. Roy, man. That was crazy, man.
Lady B, DJ Lady B is the first one to put hip hop, rap music into regular rotation. Not just playing it here and there.
I hear that.
Regular rotation.
Right.
And we had people like Mr. Magic and them down here in New York. Fly Tie, God rest his soul. Him and Mr. Magic.
It was
and
so
Marley
different.
Marl.
It was so different. That sound.
Yes.
Yeah, it was different.
To think that Philadelphia had it in regular rotation, Lady B in general, before anybody. That's a flex.
So where did that trait of bebop game come in at? Because obviously you had something different from everybody else.
Doug Fresh.
Like what made
Dougie
you
Fresh.
bring that out?
Dougie.
And he probably didn't know. He probably didn't know about Dougie at the time.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I was a 14-year-old kid living in the projects. So I didn't really know.
Yeah.
I just be in the hallway, just sitting there,
bebopping.
So now,
when they put me in the group, it was like so sudden, like
Yes.
It was like, okay, you gonna practice because we got this. It was like a Monday. We got the show Saturday. I'm like, huh?
Yes.
Right.
Plus, I got homework to do. I got some tests
Yes.
coming up.
Yes.
But when Saturday came and Armstrong came and brought the Disco 3 through, that show was electric, man.
Right.
That was
What was
hip
your
hop.
parents saying? Like, oh my God.
My mother like,
you
what are
and
you
your
doing? Like,
family, like
They was behind us.
Yeah.
but they wanted to see.
That's rare.
To them, it was a hobby for us,
Right.
and to us, it was a hobby
So that's
because
rare.
we didn't know.
That's rare.
You know?
That y'all have
So-
parents behind y'all.
So
So
go ahead,
before we you know, not to go back too far.
Nah,
Yes.
keep
Good,
going.
okay.
It's
I
good.
was saying the story about Heavy D,
Yes.
and we was at the Spectrum, and we went on before him. And Heavy D said to us, "Yo, man, yo." I said, "Yo, it's crazy out there." He said, "What?" He said, "Yo, man, listen, man. I can't go out there with I ain't got no gold or nothing."
No.
He borrowed my chain, Jock's chain, and my brother's jewelry, my brother's chain. And Heavy D went on the stage with all three chains
Yes.
and performed the joint. I want somebody to want me for me.
Oh, y'all hear this? Y'all hear this?
I mean,
Word.
that's
What's
he
up?
had his white and yellow Uptowns on.
Yes.
Oh, so that's
the
when he
crew.
did I Want You. So then that I Want
Yeah.
You Love Me.
Yeah.
Somebody for me.
Yes.
That
For
shit
me.
was
That was
fire.
big. I remember
that song was fire.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
The Skinny Boyz! How y'all feeling? We're the Skinny Boyz. He is Jock Box with Shock and Sean, and I'm Superman J. We came here live to do one thing. Check out these words. Come and fresh off the mic. Guaranteed to make one sucker MCs wanna bite all night. On the first sight, and when you do, you will have to beg me, please. Sip out a battle, cause I walk the dog on any MC who breaks this law. I said you try to get dumb on my cousin Jock Box. Said he may be skinny, his beats from rap. Go chill him real hard in 86. Jock, pick up the mic, doing something like this. Yo, Shock, I want her, and her. I want you and you and you and you and her. I want all of y'all to get.
Let's get to that.
Second half, from when we left off, y'all were an amateur group,
Yes.
and you
Performing
said
for
your
Heavy
man
D.
Arthur. Let's get into
Arthur Armstrong,
Arthur Armstrong. Let's get into a
AKA
little about
Army.
Army.
That's what it is.
What did Army do for y'all? How was he?
Army.
Was he a manager? Like
No.
was he?
He wasn't. He was a promoter.
Okay,
Promoter.
so
Our teens.
Yes.
What are y'all getting on the bus? A coach bus? A sprinter van? How y'all getting to these shows?
A
Friends
van.
with cars.
Friends with
Yes,
cars?
Friends with cars and
like
vans.
supporters, people who
Armstrong's
supported
van.
and saw the
He bought us the
vision.
Patterson.
Sometimes it was Armstrong's
Yes,
band.
yes,
Other times it was another dude in the crew, PD.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Another guy in the crew, OJ. Another guy that was in the crew was
Yes.
Be Bad Boogeyman.
So,
Okay.
so
You know,
it was
they
so
were-
it was
that was
more than
superior.
just the people that we saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, shout
Okay,
out
okay.
B Bad Boogie, Cool Rap, ELD, White Flash,
City
shout
O.
out City O, the whole entire crew, and rest in peace to our guy Tislam.
Tislam. Peace to the gods.
R.I.P. Peace.
So these are people that you know they were the
They were on
faces.
our journey.
Yeah,
They were on a journey.
As
Right.
amateurs.
Right,
Okay.
right. You know what I'm saying? And the backdrop, you know, because a lot of people, when you think of the Skinny Boyz, you would just think of you guys. And
Yes.
like you said,
Yes.
it was,
Took a team to
others.
put
Yeah.
together.
Yes.
It took a team to put y'all together. That's good. That's
Now,
fantastic.
yeah, now
Yes.
we're jumping into the 80s and the name change.
The
When-
name change,
Was that
even that, I'll let you ask the question first.
was
Because
was
I know
that,
Sean
was that something
said-
y'all wanted to do? Was that higher up? Was
It
that
was-
management? Was that
Well, I would like for
It's
Sean
about being
to.
professional.
Okay.
And
okay.
in the 80s, Superior Crush sounded nice to us. But when you look at it, yeah,
Marketable.
yes.
Being
I wanna go
marketable.
And that's what it was. It was, I wouldn't say it was just a play off the Fat Boys, but it was about
It was
gimmicks.
names back then.
Gimmicks.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Back
I get
then.
it. I get it.
You had like
So, you
Roxanne Shantae.
Yes.
Then you had like the real
Real
Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
Things of that nature.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
it was like, you know, they set themselves up for competition,
Mm-hmm.
being competitive,
Yes.
you know.
Okay.
And I mean, like, you know, people like Roxanne Shantae, she was awesome.
She was a monster. On
Yes.
the
Still
mic.
is.
Yes.
She was a monster. I
Yes,
heard her
still
rap
is.
not too
She
long
still
ago.
is.
She's
Yeah,
dope.
she's still
Yo. She was a
sharp.
monster, yo.
She's still
She
sharp.
was,
Yo.
she was
Still
stomping out guys.
I
Big
like
time.
Stomping them out.
wordplay galore.
No.
Right.
She was a monster.
So did y'all
As
feel?
like-
I still didn't like the Skinny Boys though. You know, I was brought into it young. And I was about originality. He was hip hop.
He's the one that didn't
like
like
Skinny Boys. There's a Fat Boys. Nah, that's Prince and that's Cool Rock and Buffy, man. That's their stuff. I want to go where like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, women, you know what I'm saying? Feel is for like, you know what I'm saying? I want something.
Look at
He's like,
Skinny Boys.
No,
at the time,
that's how me and Jock, like how, you know,
Yeah.
like how his energy.
Yes.
So I kind of like knew of you guys outside of Jock, because I was running around with, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I could overstand the energy, like, nah, man.
Right.
And you know, so.
Yeah, it was just a.
Russell
yeah, I
Lee
realized.
Cohen, they wanted to. We was in a restaurant. They wanted to put a Fat Boy, Skinny Boy tour.
Right.
Yo, John, yo, he hit it. He hit it. I love it. He said, Leo
and that's
Cohen.
just-
He's
that's just
speaking
him
these
being
names.
brutally honest.
Sorry,
Right.
sorry.
Just
But
him
at the
being
time,
brutally honest.
had we not taken that direction,
Right.
Yes.
okay, who knows if we would have had the opportunity,
yeah.
okay, to come into the core essence
It was a
of
market.
that world that we now know as, you know, hip hop, and being
Yes.
able to make a segue to get on a major label,
Right,
you know,
Right.
You know, you figure you had names like, you know, Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff.
right.
Right.
You had Schoolie D.
Damn.
You know,
Yes.
different type of
Philly.
names.
Schoolie D.
Is around these
You
niggas?
had like Steady B.
EST.
You had
Oh,
TST.
shit,
Like I
yeah.
said, KRS-One.
Right.
You know?
Beastmaster.
How the,
So
yo,
everybody
yes.
had like different names, but they were seasoned for the opportunity, waiting for the
Yeah.
opportunity to present itself. And
Yes.
so sometimes, you know, we got into it with a good thing. You know, Fat Boys and we're the Skinny Boys. In comparison, we are skinny
Compared to
the Fat
them.
Boys.
compared to
So
them.
that
Yes.
it made perfect sense at
Yes.
the time.
Yeah,
It made
the market
perfect
was
sense
So-
at the time.
Right.
You know?
Now you're the Skinny
And so-
Boys.
What superior? Yeah. What
Oh.
coming into the Skinny
Mhm.
Boys?
Yes.
I mean, like I said, we was able to watch people like the Treacherous Three.
Cool D.
I mean,
And how they move and how they
these
work.
dudes were dangerous.
Right.
Yeah.
These dudes were dangerous. We
Yes.
got to see them at like on State Street.
Mm.
Mr. Smalls used to bring them to State
So
Street.
how old were you at this
we
time?
were
Still
children.
teens.
Yeah. Free
Children,
children,
yeah.
still teens.
Yeah, we watching this. Mr. Smalls used to bring them down, bring
Mhm.
Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5.
Yes.
He used to bring Spoon and G down.
Yes.
And another DJ used to be down with be in the Cape Mix at that time. Don't forget Dr. Rock.
Dr. Rock.
You know,
And
I'm
Force
not trying
MCs
to put different
who
names
turned
out
into
there.
the Force
Nah,
7Ds.
Yeah,
It's
but you
good.
also had Dr. Rock from Bridgeport.
Bridgeport, yeah.
Mike
know?
Doctors,
Yes.
what was the MDs? What was the significance behind the M?
It's just
The MDs was
Microphone
Mike
doctors?
Mike
Yeah.
Doctors.
Yeah, Mike
Mike Doc. Okay,
Yes.
got you.
But
Yes.
the Force MCs,
Cs.
we was able
Masters
to perform
is-
with them before.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
but I mean, like I said, people like Mastodon and the
We
Destiny.
came up with all this right here. You know,
Different-
in all this right
Yeah,
here.
Hand in hand, just slugging
Yes.
it out.
Yeah.
Cause that's heavy. These
T-Speed Dolly
names,
was a giant back then.
Sean,
Yes.
but these names that you
The
guys
names
are
meant
spitting
more.
off,
Yeah.
it's crazy to even be mentioned
We-
with a Grandmaster Flash.
Yes.
It's crazy work.
yeah.
Yes.
Listen, man.
Cool Herc,
Pioneers.
KRS-One. You got
Yes.
like these names. Like this is crazy work.
So let me ask you, like,
Yeah.
you're young,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You going through this experience and stuff. I've been around a lot of people that people consider famous, but at this particular time, they're not that famous yet. They're building their fame. They're they're in the heart of their essence.
Yes.
Okay,
And
who
y'all
are you referring to right
as
now?
far as all the names that you named, everybody that they're in their prime. They're at their
Yeah,
highest
As you
heights.
guys
At the
were.
apex.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
they're at their
yes.
highest heights.
Yes.
Heavy D, all of them. Everybody that
Yeah.
y'all named is
Now,
is
Hev
building.
came with us.
He came
He
with
came
our
with us.
timeline.
So he's
KRS-One
like, it's a-
came with us.
Our
Yeah.
timeline.
They came
That's
in
our
after,
timeline.
but they came with us.
That's our
That's our
timeline.
era
So,
too.
Yeah,
so in that mix of that pool, and then like you said, you got people, celebrities in your
Quest, De
house
La
or in your
Soul.
cars. What is it doing to you specifically as an individual, not as a group,
Yes.
but individual? When you're home alone and you ain't got them with you, and you're home alone, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is that doing to you? Like, are you like in awe, like, oh my God, I really was at such and such location? Because half of your boys ain't travel closely where y'all went.
No.
Or been. You feel what I'm saying?
No.
So, like, is that like doing something to y'all ego?
It's mesmerizing, but at the same time, I don't think it's like, damn, we was just with this person. I think for me, it was like, we are where we're supposed to be. We strived for this right here, and now, after all that striving, all that practicing, all them amateur shows, we're here.
Right.
I stayed grounded. Like
Yes.
I was in the hospital last year when they did the show with Big Daddy Kane.
Yes.
In Seaside Park. I'm breathing tube after having surgery.
Yes.
Like it just, I don't know if I'm a liver doctor.
Still here.
But Kane gave me a shout out because I go back with Kane, Biz, MC Shan,
Yes.
TJ Swan. I go back with all them dudes. Eric Sermon, Parrish. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
George Spivey, DJ Scratch. All these dudes, they know us. You know what I'm saying? They know.
Yeah.
But me, I wasn't in awe of myself. You know what I'm saying? I was in awe of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know. They don't say, relax your mind. I'm like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not realizing that I'm watching history. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the foundation of hip hop being built. Like Harris One said, fuck the Grammys.
Yeah.
You come 49 years later and you want to exploit us now? When we was like, yo, give us a category or something.
For the 50th. Like, really?
They wanted to give you a
Now, what's the number one
You know, they
music
want
genre in the world now?
They want to bring
Hip-hop.
upon people that. I remember when Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince received the Grammy, but they didn't televise it.
Yeah,
So that's
the first
like
one, the very
a knock.
first one.
You know, that's a knock.
Yeah, they
You
did
know?
it off camera.
It's like you're good enough to good enough to win the Grammy, but they won't televise
A lot of
it.
our categories in rap and hip hop
Yes.
are done during commercial time.
Yes, yes.
And you'd be surprised. Oh, I watched the Grammys. I didn't know you won because it wasn't on air.
Right.
Because it's bigger than hip hop.
Yes.
Show what they want to be shown.
Yeah, yeah.
So now we moving forward. We got the name change.
Yeah, the name change came about, like I said, when we started. We had a big show at Gulf Street Park. My brother
Gulf
gave
Street
some
Park.
more details about that.
Gulf Street
Where's
in New
that?
Haven,
Gulf Street
Connecticut.
Park in New
I was about
Haven.
to say New Haven.
Yes.
We had this big show lined up, and we kept asking our cousin Mark Bush. I said, man, listen, you gotta come check us out, man. He's like, yeah, maybe I'll come check y'all out. He came out, he seen us.
You're right.
Oh, we smashed Gulf Street Park, and we knew we had them. You're talking about a few thousand people out there. We smashed Gulf Street Park.
That's what's up.
And from that point forward, I got to put you guys in the studio. Now, to be...
Mark is saying this.
Yes. Now, to be
That's what
honest...
Bush Records was
No.
Yes.
I'm glad you.
So
That's when I came around.
Are y'all working?
That's all
Are
you
y'all
gonna say.
working on your first album at this point, or y'all
No,
just putting song?
We're in the
working on-
studio.
No.
Okay.
All right,
Let's
so
put a single
it's
down.
my fault for cutting you off.
Yes.
No,
No
But
problem.
I'm just super excited. You know what I'm saying? That's when I met you. So when the Mark, you know, I don't want to go by because
Right.
now that's what brings me back. Cause I want to ask questions like, yo, was that true? And how did the business act? You know, cause
Now,
so Mark, okay, go.
we meet him in the studio, you know. He puts us up in there, him and Rhonda. We get in there. Now, it was, at that time, at Gulf Street Park, it was 4 of us.
Right.
One of the guys, ELD, didn't like what was going on management-wise, you know. Now, we're still young. So we're not looking at that. We're looking at, we got an opportunity.
Right.
Make something happen. So he decided to step off. So now that left me to make Sean and Jock play a bigger part because there's one MC that's gone now.
He
Jock
cried
has to
afterwards. I'm like, he
Jock
cried
has
and
to
he's
do
like, yo,
more.
why are you crying?
Yeah,
You left the group. We needed you.
yeah.
You know?
And that was a
an
tough
MC.
time.
I wasn't MCing,
Yeah.
man. Like, and I had to become a hybrid. You
Yes.
left and you want to cry to me now. Why did you leave the group? We needed you, man. Like,
Yeah.
And that's a tough time because now you have to switch things up a little bit. Now I have to inject myself into the front, become more of an MC.
Right.
Yes.
Vocal. Okay.
Sean has to become more vocal. I looked at Sean as the lead MC. I looked at Jock as another lead MC, but / beatbox.
He's not gonna be a lead
But at the
singer
same
or
time,
lead MC.
he basically, when he put you, when I decided to start, they have to play a bigger part. I have to play a bigger part.
Sean had the stage presence. Jay
Yes.
had this. And me, I was like this, like withdrawn, like wasn't used to it.
And he had to,
Still finding,
like everyone,
still finding your
like all of us, he had to learn.
Yo, man, I have
My
this
stage
fear of
presence
public
came
speaking.
from playing the keyboard,
Mm-hmm.
doing seminars.
Right.
So the crowds didn't bother me. The crowds didn't bother Sean.
Right.
Now Jock,
was
I
thinking
gave him
people
a
be
pass
like,
because he was
"Oh,
young.
Fucking people, man.
And,
Like,
and being injected into all of this,
gonna run back
It's
to
like-
the damn dressing room.
he was put into the spotlight just like that.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
it's scary, dude.
So now- We go from there, we get in the studio, ELD steps off. Now it's just me, Sean, and Jock.
Right.
Now we're still writing now. To just take you back for a second.
Mm-hmm.
The Jock Box, the first big hit, we were doing the Jock Box. Ready for this? Back in '83.
Right.
That's the year I was born.
Amateurs.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see the record, the Jock Box, and it says something like, or whatever record, it says written by Rhonda Bush.
Right.
There's no disrespect, but we wrote all our own shit.
We wrote all our own music.
We produced all our own
Y'all
music.
hear that? Y'all hear that?
So that needs to be out there because
Although
it's
different
not
names
facts.
around it.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah,
did
yeah.
that.
And we were told
did everything.
that
That's part of.
put everything in my name because most likely they'll
They're gonna end up taking
taking
your rights.
royalties.
So we ended up putting it in
So we trusted.
their names, trusting them.
That's what happens. I mean,
Right.
and when you look at it, when you look at family, you say the first thing you, as family, you trust family.
Absolutely.
Because we looked at it and we said, well, we're family.
Right.
We ain't gonna mess each other over.
No doubt, no suspicion.
No.
You know?
So things come about. We're in the studio recording that first album, which was the biggest album of ours. You know, I mean, the most successful one because that's from the start, from the gate.
Right.
It, you know,
The hunger.
Yes.
the first 12 inch we did.
Yes.
Awesome.
we were doing awesome,
Awesome.
amateurs.
And Skinny Boyz.
Skinny Boyz.
Right.
That
Mhm.
awesome was crazy.
First album, Still Waiting.
Well, we did.
Well, let's do the
Or the-
singles. came
Awesome.
first,
You say, that's where we left off. Of Awesome.
which was Bush Records.
Bush Records.
And
Awesome and the Skinny
the
Boyz.
Skinny
And-
Boyz.
and
We
the
were
Skinny Boyz.
basically going back and forth to UPS, shipping
Right.
records out.
Yes.
So when you look at that,
All over.
now
the place.
all of a sudden we get noticed by a guy named Adam Levy,
Right.
the son of Morris Levy. Morris Levy was the one who had Gladys Knight.
Yeah, I know
Right.
who Morrissey is.
He also was the one who owned Buddha Records.
Right.
He was the first also to do pay for play.
Right.
Like, you know, when you
Payola.
Yes, there it is.
Payola.
A lot of people.
So he's the grandfather of that.
Yes.
Damn,
So-
Morris Levy.
When you look at that, he gave his son Adam Levy like $25 million back then to do his own label.
And this is 1980.
This is 85.
Yeah.
85.
So their first album, 86.
And he noticed us.
Mm-hmm.
So he liked us.
When he was over in London, England.
London, England, that's where he noticed us at.
Wow.
It just goes
So
to
you
show
heard
you
the
how
music.
far
So we
the
were
music
being heard.
travels.
Right.
And it goes to show how far the music traveled back in 19. I would have never thought London would even
Yes.
get a chance to hear
Somebody
that.
bought the album, I mean, the 12 inch,
Yes.
and they went back home.
Dope.
You know,
That's
and
dope.
he heard it playing,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and he was like, "Yo, who is that right
Yeah.
there?"
And there were contact numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, we had contact numbers on the album.
So
like the
when-
label, like,
Wow.
Rhonda had said, we think we got you guys signed to a label. Of course, we're excited.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're out here, we're still recording.
Mhm.
So when Adam comes, do you have an album ready? We're
Right.
getting an album ready.
Mhm.
So imagine now we're on Warlock Records. To fast forward to that,
Right.
the first label deal.
Right. Again, the likes of the rock and roll band
Kiss, Janet Jackson,
the Jungle Brothers,
MC Search.
Right.
Yes.
Who found
That's the
Nas?
Skinny Boyz.
Who found Nas? If y'all don't know, for the younger people.
Yes. And now we got a full-blown label deal. Now from there, not long after that, the Jock Box is out. It's banging.
Right.
Here's the crazy thing about this. We hear on the Chuck Chill Out show now, before I even mention this, we are at New York City every week at what they call Record Day to get your record played in the radio.
Yeah, I remember that.
We are there every single day.
All the time outside.
Trying to get our record played. And big props goes to my man
DJ Chuck Chill Out.
Chuck Chill Out.
He plays the record.
From the Boogie Down Bronx.
Me, Sean, and Jocker here in Bridgeport riding around.
This is Jock Box.
Yes.
Okay.
Jockbot comes on the radio for the first time.
You know where we was at?
Where?
On Connecticut Avenue. We jump out, the car stops. We jump out the car and we lay in the middle of the street. Like
Everybody
fools.
has that same, not
That's
laid in the
crazy,
street, but it's
bro.
always,
Yeah.
they hear it and they
Yo,
jump out the car.
was that intentionally, or did
Listen,
that
it's
was
just
it
the-
planned?
the
and y'all
elation.
just that was just
Elation.
Yeah.
Elation.
And we're
we
like,
made it.
that's what it
Made
is.
it.
We made it.
Right.
Damn.
That's a
And
hell of a feeling.
Yes.
Chuck Chill Out's talking about us. Yeah, these are my boys, the Skinny Boyz, Bridgeport, Connecticut. And he always said, Dirty Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Right.
Because he would say that as a joke.
Yeah, yeah.
So imagine you see all three of us, we're laying out on the ground on busy Connecticut Avenue.
Right.
Just to be able to experience your record being on
Right.
big time radio.
One of the biggest
Yes.
DJs at the time.
98.7
Yeah.
KISS.
It's FM.
Yes.
We all grew up off that.
Yes.
That's everything.
That's
Yeah.
everybody's childhood.
Yes.
That's
And now then also on top of that, then we hear it the very next day.
Right.
And it's on Mr. Magic
Yes.
and Molly Marr, the Rap Attack show.
Rap Attack show.
He's the one that everyone wanted to also be on because that show was like, oh, I think I had a rap attack. And Magic is introducing us playing the song on the Rap Attack show.
Yes.
Okay, so
So if you can go to YouTube and put in Rap Attack Skinny Boyz. And that thing is saved on YouTube.
You got a few things on
Yeah.
YouTube I checked out.
So when you look at all that and us being young, being in our moment, we're doing foolish things like jumping out of cars and laying in the middle of Connecticut Avenue. We're saying, man, we done made it. Now, I'm not gonna go back too far, but God rest not just my mom's soul, my dad's soul, but my Aunt Lorraine's soul. That's God bless Lucille Lloyd, our grandmother, her soul, because when she was on her deathbed, now me and Sean are taking care of her, and my mother and and my uncle, we're all had a hand in taking care of her. She said, one day you're gonna make music for the world to hear. So when you speed back up to time, and I'm saying, we done made it.
Word.
Did that run across your mind?
Yeah, big time. Because it's almost like she's speaking it into existence.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Kind of like how we
Yeah.
got this interview, manifesting.
That's right. That's
Full
right.
circle.
So you look at that, I mean, it takes us back to our humble days of, man, performing with, not just, I mean, we named a lot of greats,
You want
but
to
also, let's say, performing with
We all
Terry
right,
T
Sean?
and the T-Force out of Stamford, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
You know, performing with all the greats from Bridgeport, the LOD crew. You know, these greats from New Haven, DJ Bro and all them, Reggie Reg and all them guys back then. And shout to my man Steezel. God rest your soul, man.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's my
man.
guy.
That's my man.
From New Haven,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
Steezel.
He
God
was the
rest his soul.
dancer.
Yes.
Right.
No, Steve.
Yes. Yes.
he was
Dancer before the rapper.
sliding around.
And like I said, our humble beginnings. Imagine all that. Just try to put yourself into that realm of being around all that. And now you're coming from a city, the biggest city in Connecticut. But it's small. Elbows with the big guys of New York City.
Big wigs.
Yes.
And holding your own too.
Holding our own. That's right. Yeah.
Gotta
And
state that.
They're,
You need to be
it's hard to be performing in New York.
Oh, I know.
For some people. For us, that was just our playground. You put us on stage, we're gonna act the fool. We're gonna show out. If there's any itching of anyone saying, yeah, these cats from Connecticut, okay, you're gonna find out what Connecticut.
Tell him. Talk to him.
So what brought Jock out of that shy role? Not the shy role, but from the
bebop.
Yeah, that.
Because I ain't gonna
shell
lie,
that
when I
he was-
first saw him, I was like, what the? Because to see somebody physically in front of you doing it is one thing watching it on
Yes.
TV. It's another
Yes.
thing when you're looking at a person like, yo,
Energy
that really
and
coming out of his mouth.
And
man.
people used to say,
You know what I'm saying?
how's all that power coming
That's
out
what
of
I'm saying.
Right.
That's
That's
such a thing, guys.
And I said,
yeah.
I said, maybe he can tell you about that better because it surprised us.
he used to be like,
There was no
Ice would
there was no
already
sound
know.
effects or anything. When we first got together,
yeah.
he's blowing the mic up, and that system, God rest Kenny Scott, man. That sound system that Armstrong had brought on the road with him, Kenny Scott, man, Jocka's blowing these systems apart and holding his own against whoever. And for us, we're like, little cuz is just starting out, but look where it's taking us. Yeah,
That Biz respecting me, dog.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
So you got respect from the
Big time.
pair. So that's
Big time.
that feels good.
uh,
That's a good feeling.
Rozelle.
Yeah.
Rozelle
Rozelle
is
said,
no joke, yo.
Rozelle said to me and Sean,
These
and it's no disrespect to anybody, he says, I didn't follow Dougie, Biz, Ready Roxy. He said, I followed Jockbox. And I said, you kidding me? He said, no, not kidding you. This is my
Where was that when we met Biz? I know it was Marley Marr there.
Yeah.
Right.
Mr. Magic was there, but the whole
Yeah.
Juice Crew All Stars was there. But me and
Waterbury.
Biz, that was Waterbury.
Waterbury. As amateurs, remember we met him as amateurs.
And then met Biz.
Yeah.
He was like, John, take my number, man.
Yeah. So he used to bring Biz all around, Central and everything else, and people be like,
But it was no jealousy.
yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying?
Yeah.
So
You
it
talking
wasn't
about Biz
that.
spending the night at our houses and everything else, man.
Right.
When
Him,
y'all-
Kane, all them right there.
When y'all became teenagers and stuff like that and started to, when did y'all start to have children and stuff become like,
That's later on.
oh, that's
I was
way
later
later
on. I was
on?
28 when I had
Oh,
my first.
okay. So
Yeah.
y'all was just partying
Yes.
all through y'all.
Yes.
First album.
Yup. See?
What was the name
Don't
of the
have
second
kids
album?
until.
Second album
Second
is
album.
Skinny and Proud.
Skinny and proud.
Yeah.
Yes.
They didn't promote it correctly.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think, too, I'm going to be honest, it was rushed.
Let me, all right, so could we back up just a bit?
Yes.
So after the situation with the first management and all
Yes.
of that, okay, how did you guys sever ties with that, and how did that work out?
Through
And-
all
and-
three albums, we never severed ties.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We never severed
So
ties
how did
until
they-
You
afterwards.
should have.
When it came time
Yeah,
it had to be
So-
not right place and time,
So
but it had
how
to
do
be
you
timing.
go from this situation with Mark and old girl to another situation without, you know what I'm saying? Is that like a conflict in interest with business? Should I ask?
It could be, but I'll say this much.
Because
It had to be at a right time, because if you do it at if we did it when we wanted to do it, now we're in breach of contract. We
I'm
could be
tell you right
sued.
now, be honest, I think Russell and Leroy want to fuck with us.
Yeah, they did.
At that, when we was eating
Charles
dinner with them.
Stetler, as Fly Ty, God rest his soul, Fly Ty from the Juice Crew said, you know Charles Stetler, why don't y'all? I said, yeah. I said, I've been to him.
yo,
I
this
think he just
all
wanted to pull
wild
some
business.
Macarena,
This,
you know,
Yes.
and really take us
Yeah.
to another level. You know what I'm saying? When Mark and Rhonda want to keep us at a certain level, put money in their pocket, which I like to say on camera, where are my masters? Can I get my masters?
Yes.
Like, God bless us, like Prince said. Need my masters, man. Like, that's the main thing for artists. Like, you know, it's not about beatboxing, rapping, all that for me. I love all that.
Hashtag get the Skinny Boyz they masters.
Yes.
I want my masters, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to the studio, be like, you know,
and there is a.
I want my masters with all that I put down.
There is a rule out that after
45.
32,
It's 45 now.
Well,
Something like that, about 40,
We're
45
going
years.
32 years, 33
Yeah.
years.
We're going to get
So
the
it's
Get
45
back
masters.
to masters.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes.
We are going to
Because
get the masters.
They're forcing artists to re-record all their
There it
old
is.
stuff.
If you re-record them,
Then
you don't
you
need them
don't
masters.
need it. Yeah.
Get your own.
Who
You got-
was the
yeah.
artist that
That's what Snoop Dogg
they gave
did.
him
Yeah, a
money
lot of
and-
a lot
Yes.
of the singers
Yes.
are doing it. A lot of the
Yes.
rappers
Who
are
was the
doing
pretty
it.
girl that cheated on him?
Cassie,
No.
What we
What's my
talking
nigga name? He was with the girl that cheated on him. She was bad too.
Tory Lanez.
No, the rapper nigga.
The rapper nigga.
They gave his masters and they gave him like $250,000 and say go away. Like, what's his name, yo? He's well known. Is it Chameleonaire?
Is it him?
I think it was him. They gave him his masters and they gave him like $250,000 and said, go, please. Because he was like, nah.
He was kind of
So-
dope though for a hot second.
Yeah.
But they want to keep his masters because they'll keep your masters and they'll make money off your, your music and stuff.
Yeah.
So how did you guys?
You get ripped off.
Most
Everyone.
every artist that I've ever
From Michael
seen
Jackson all the
say
way
the
down.
same thing.
Right.
Yo, man,
You get
Billie
ripped off.
Holiday.
Yeah.
Everyone.
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 To my baby
It's a
Billie
business.
Holiday.
It's a
she
business.
There ain't an
ripped off.
artist that ain't
So
get
everybody else, you know what I'm
ripped
saying?
off.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
But let me ask you, so you did, you go through all this trial, all these things and stuff like that, but now you're at a place now. So yeah, we traveled through all that. So you don't think that at that particular time, they didn't have the mental capacity or the education to even further your career, and they probably was intimidated by that? There was
could've.
other people that was in the industry that could have taken y'all way
Nope.
and pushed y'all
I'm not giving
further.
no excuse. Like,
They-
no. Just
They
nigga
wasn't.
breathe.
You think they did have
were
the knowledge
learning on
and
the
still
job
didn't want
with
to.
us. They were learning on the job with us.
Okay,
Niggas
so they was
talking
learning
about
at the
niggas
same
breathe, that's
time.
it.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There was
But-
people
but
that
the
was in the
greed-
industry more
Yeah.
advanced than they were.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was willing to. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That was
Yes.
willing to take you on.
Yes.
They were less advanced, and that's why they try to hold on to you because they knew basically y'all was their way
We
out.
was-
You
that's-
get what
that's
I'm
what it
saying?
is.
So
That's it.
that's what I
That's
was
it.
getting at.
Yeah.
So
He
I,
was
okay.
that bag.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
now, it was to me like the Beastie Boys sabotage. That's what happened with our career. We was 3 albums in. By now we probably would have had about 40 albums out. Probably getting inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I don't give a shit about. Eminem
No.
gave us a shout out. He was
Yes.
Skinny Boyz,
Yes.
he wears Skinny Boy t-shirts, Nas,
Yes.
shout us out, Premier, Shaq, everybody. They know what's out there. 2 Chainz said, hey man, I heard that Titty Boy talking about them Skinny Boys. So, it's
That
like,
original
we
name for 2 Chainz.
didn't really
Yeah.
scratch the surface.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
So let's
Me
talk
just
about
doing the beatbox,
I
that
think
Recreate.
the biggest thing with that is, this is just my opinion. New Yorkers are gonna always stick together no matter what, in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
You listen.
They
You
be
could
from
throw a diss
different
out,
boroughs.
and you could say something about this person. They may not get along with them, but they ain't gonna let you disrespect that individual. They said, no,
But
that's
just
our
York,
New York.
yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Now here
down south,
we got
niggas from Mississippi,
Yeah.
niggas from Florida, niggas from Alabama,
Yeah.
niggas from Texas, niggas from
Yes.
Georgia. They get together.
yes,
Hey man, hey, turn the beat on, man. And they
Yeah,
do some
right.
things and they get that bread.
right.
When you start heading back up
Yeah.
north, we don't do that.
Right.
We jealous of each other.
That's what it is.
It's nah, man. Gotta
No.
come together and let's put this food
For the
this-
longest.
this spread on the table for everybody to eat, man.
We've
Like,
been waiting
it's
for someone, not just out of Connecticut, but out of Bridgeport,
Right.
to come follow us because we kicked that door open.
Yeah.
So when you
fact.
kick a door open, it's not saying, oh, you can't come through. No, come on through.
Right.
But everyone wants to be a star in their top drawer. They just
Like
want to
Killer
keep
Rice
that
said.
demo in the top drawer. No, don't keep the demo in the top drawer. Put it out. Now when you put it out, go promote it. Go out there, do some shows. They want to say, well, how did y'all get so far? We hustled.
Right.
it wasn't just Mark and Rhonda. Yeah, we thanked them for getting us the deal, but we hustled.
Right.
You know? So we had a hand in that work. Not just making the music, but being out there mailing off records through our UPS.
So you, at the time when you say mailing off records, how would you, were you working men at the time?
No. We were into our career.
Right. We were
just
making
into our career.
So y'all was just
sacrificed.
hustling to get the money to
Man, I be in school, man, trying to get ready for an English test, and Rhonda's at the door. Source magazine, you gotta go take a photo shoot.
Yes,
You gotta,
yes, right on magazine.
I gotta take my test, man.
Yeah.
The English test. I'm like, you gotta pass English and math, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you fail. Like, it was crazy, man. Like, we going all the way to New Jersey
And at
to
that
take
time,
photo shoots. Like,
he was too young to really be signing.
Yeah.
At that time when we signed.
which was a horrible deal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But at the same time, I will say this, judging from everyone else, everyone was signing horrible deals.
Yeah.
Because that's what they were doing with hip hop. They were just exploiting it.
Yeah.
You know what?
And at the time, we were just so happy to be heard and
To have
on.
something.
Yeah.
That's
So
what it is.
it wasn't
That's
like
what it is.
we were focusing on
Right.
It's more of a thing of, okay, what do you want to be? Well, I want to be a star. Okay,
That's
you know
right.
what? That's what we're going to make you a star.
Star.
But we're going to take the guap.
So you become a broke star.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Cats was just happy to put a cassette out or just
See what I'm
that
saying?
12-inch with the
Yeah.
picture on it. Or
Yeah.
the album.
Nah. I don't. I
Yes.
want. It's still that way.
Yeah.
It's still that
Yeah.
way.
That's
so
my young.
much.
He said it's still that way. That's my young soldier. He said it's still that way. Yes, it is.
Still
People
that
just
way.
me. I don't care, but
They
don't
just
put my
want the
picture on it.
chain
I want
and-
a different. I want like an album art like Funkadelic did. You know, drawing type shit.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I don't want my picture on the album. Where's my bread though? Where that check at?
And although
Pay to the order of. That's what. It's
that
not like
Weightless
that.
album,
Cats want to have their face
people
on
look
the
at that
album cover.
Weightless album with the scale,
Mhm.
they say, that's one of the dopest album covers.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I was going to ask y'all about
It's,
that.
it's humbling
I was
when
going
you
to
hear
ask y'all
that.
who came up with the like. How did y'all
You know,
come
we
up with
always
that?
had input
Mhm.
Right.
with that, and then, you know,
That's
we
a
go
dope. That's a dope
Yeah,
cover.
we go
Dope
to Jive.
name, Weightless. That was the dope.
Before we start wrapping up, the High Ho Center was flooded with so many people back in the days because
Yes.
Run DMC and all them came down
Right. Yes.
and everything.
They
So
went
where
to
were
I
y'all?
fuck with Joey and them kids.
Yeah. So
With Joey and
where were
Kid,
y'all
yeah.
at this time when that? Because I heard it was
we wasn't there
So-
at the time.
No.
We was on the road.
y'all was already
And people-
performing. Y'all was
we knew
already
that
out.
They were coming, but we was out there performing.
To that chicken.
And I'm like,
Getting known.
you know,
Yeah,
they
we was in
came.
Newport News somewhere.
Yeah.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
Akron, Ohio. When we met Gloria James, LeBron's mom.
Mom, yeah. We met
Yeah.
LeBron's mom
We came back. It was like, yo,
When LeBron was
see
born.
I was like, damn, I missed
When
it.
LeBron James was
1 years old.
Yes, sir.
She met us at a gas
That's
station
history right
before our show.
Oh,
And I said, you coming to the show tonight? She said, I know who you guys are. So you coming to the show tonight? I
That's
said,
what's
no, I
up.
gotta babysit my son. And she said, could y'all do me a favor? Could you sign an album out, if you have one, to my son? His name LeBron. One day he gonna be somebody.
Mm.
16 years later, she calls me. Now from that
Right.
point forward, we were always in touch.
Yeah.
As friends, that friendship just bonded.
Mm-hmm.
16 years later, LeBron's on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yeah, me and Sean, before he goes pro, drove down to Queens
Was it Queens?
to go see, the Queens, to go see him at the IS8 tournament.
Damn.
In that tournament was also Lenny Cook.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, Lenny Cook was number
he
one
ate
in
Lenny
the
Cook
country.
up.
Yeah, at that time.
Ate him up.
Yeah.
Y'all want to say this right too? It was Bush,
Yes.
Warlock,
Yes.
Jive
Jive.
RCA.
That's right.
Right.
The Jewish guy Barry Weiss.
Yes.
Right.
I want to get you guys nice cars.
Oh, they wanted movies.
Barry, I don't want
for
a
us.
car. I want property. I want.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
17 years old, 16. I need a house, man. I want
Yeah.
a car. What you mean? I can go
For
get a
real.
hoopty from my man Carlos. He got the joint on East Main Street. I want a
Word.
house.
Now
I want
imagine-
property. This is how I was thinking back then.
What
They
he
didn't
said.
like that.
Oh, God.
They didn't
Imagine
like
what
it.
he's saying.
When you start.
Now we go pick out cars.
Mm.
They said, we'll pick up your cars, like, when you're
Oh,
ready.
Mark around and took them checks.
Yeah. So Sean picked out what the Jag was it?
I forget what it was. No, you know what it was back then. I wanted to get a Sterling.
Sterling, yep.
Oh, that was the joint.
Yes.
So now you said that guys just you said it's still like that.
Yeah, still.
It's crazy that you are young boy.
That's all they wanted to change.
Picked up on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the car,
the dumb shit,
and they don't want. And
they don't want the
nothing
masters. They
else,
don't want no
masters.
properties.
The
Right.
change in the beginning was the thing that I say hypnotized us.
Yeah, drew the attention.
Because now you're like, we're feeling like everybody else out here. They got the big change.
Still do.
Yo, it's so
And-
different.
Yeah.
It's podcasts now. It's YouTube. It's Instagram.
Right.
It's Facebook. Back in the day, it was a motherfucking camera and the picture came out the camera or something.
Kodak.
You know, it was old school shit. Like it was
And
like
what I love about this is everything.
from the
Back then,
beginning.
everything was script. Back
Right.
then, this is unscripted.
Yeah, it just feel good that we was there.
Information
you know what I'm
and
saying,
travel
for the
so
foundation
fast.
being
Yes.
built.
Right.
Yes.
You had to really put the work in.
Yes.
That's right.
Now you ain't got to put too much work in.
That's right.
To get around.
Yeah, like I said, Warlock Records, like I said, it was, the rock and roll band Kiss.
Yep.
Our label mates, Janet Jackson, MC Search, Jungle Brothers. Then with Jive RCA, Billy Ocean, our label mate. Millie Jackson's
Millie
on our
Jackson.
label.
Yeah.
KRS-One.
Get
Yes.
enough lights.
So y'all-
views
Yes.
nowadays.
Yes.
So y'all
Like
got a
lights,
chance to
reviews.
see them
You with me.
in the studio,
Oh, yeah.
like Kiss
Schoolly
and all these
Steady
people,
B.
how they
So
work
like that
and all
back
that.
But
All of us
you
together.
you can't recycle the same stuff.
Right, but I'm just saying my point. Like it's just that we didn't have enough likes or views. Like get on stage, saying unto the beat show, all the ladies in my house.
Yeah.
Now get up this
They rapping over the beats, rapping over the
million
words.
views. For
Yeah,
what?
right.
Like why? Oh,
It's like
And half
karaoke.
of the
You
views
did
they
it.
paying for, so let's
yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're
So
right.
now in 2026, as we move forward, try to wrap things up. What's on the agenda for?
We got music. We work.
You got music you're working
Yes,
on?
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would
Okay.
love to work with the new artists today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I like all the new artists.
So
to be
you-
honest, I like the new artists.
And can I get y'all in some filming, like acting and stuff? Can I get y'all like in some acting stuff outside of just music? Y'all into that type of
Listen,
stuff?
we're open
Bro.
to everything because we know we're seasoned and we're open to being taught whatever.
Biopics.
Yes.
Like look how 50 did Power. You see what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
was just music.
I would love to write a biopic. Skinny
And not only
Boyz.
that,
Yo,
I
check
remember-
this out.
I
I
remember
have an epiphany. We talking about it. We just gonna get to it, and it's gonna start right here. I'm not going to try to play with this shit or none of that. If that's what we aiming, I'm looking to work with y'all.
Let's get it.
But
And
what
I
you was
wanna-
about to say
because
about...
because not before we get back on that. I see striving to make short film.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I see what you're saying.
Short movies.
Yes.
29 minutes, 27
Yeah.
minutes.
And that's what the flex is nowadays.
Right.
You-
And I'm so super creative.
Mhm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you guys are willing to work, I'm willing to sacrifice as well.
Yes, we do. We sacrifice time. That's
Because
what it
we're older. I'm 51,
Yes.
in the mid 50s, and things
Right.
of that nature. Why wait?
Right.
Right.
Why wait?
Right.
Muka.
And if I do something like that, it's like I'm on some like old like Nirvana, like a rock star type shit where the old Chuck Taylors.
But
and the-
you built that.
and
You built that
I want it to
platform
be
already,
real.
John.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk about how I went to a show drunk one time and still with that, like so
The
people be like,
palladium. The
Yeah,
it's gotta be real.
that raw.
It's
That's
raw,
why
it's
we
real.
gloves off.
And you know what?
Yes.
That's what gets you the view. That's what people go, oh,
Mhm,
that shit.
mhm.
Yes.
That nigga went
And
to
you
the
and,
black
and,
party
and,
drunk,
and
they still whip
quiet
it.
is kept because I'm trying to keep everything, within. I'm an esoteric.
Everything has to be
I'm
a secret.
yeah.
You know why? Because if not, whatever ideas you have, if you tell them, someone else is going to make it materialize.
Yeah, I'm
That's
starting
why
to
they
notice
keep it to
that.
themselves.
And I also too notice we all don't have long, man, to be able to
Yes, we
have
do.
time.
Nah,
I don't think like that. Yes, we do.
time is of the
Just
essence.
the way how you speaking right now.
Yeah,
Yes, we do.
And the essence is
Now
now.
we still got
Yes,
longevity.
yes, yes.
Keep it
Give me
in
some of that,
effect.
'cause
Essence.
they
Keep
say,
it in
John,
effect.
John, you can still do the beatbox.
And
I'm
the
like,
essence
nope.
is now.
But you see where I see where he's coming from. Jock is coming
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
from. But
we
I
still-
also
we still-
noticed that at the end of the day,
We don't have long because we look at it in a way like as if we see everyone around us that's passing.
I think you said it because of our age. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
not
I just see it because...
Or because
we're going through health things and
like with me, right?
Yeah, but I just don't want to procrastinate furthermore.
Yeah.
If we could make this happen, let's do it.
That's what I've been feeling like. My health and procrastination hasn't brought me to where I feel I should be.
Right.
But in reality, I'm right where I should be. That's how I think. I'm right where I should be. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put enough work in. I was dealing with Mark and Rhonda, dealing with Barry Weiss, you know, taking shows with Tila Rock. That's my man, though. It's yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, taking shows with this, and when I should be in Madison Square Garden with the Beastie Boys. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, or whatever. But I'm right where I should be. You know what I'm saying? But I can get where I need to be.
Right.
If I arc my back, I know I can. I know we can.
And that's what we're going to do.
I feel it should be. I feel that it'll be more successful and more quicker and a straight punch to the face if it was teamwork. Him, you, and all of us together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Not just me talking about, but if we all put the work, everybody does their individual part, forget it. Mushroom cloud.
See, that's why I say, when people say, someone asked me, could you imagine not being with your brother and your cousin? I said, no. Says, well, didn't you start the Skinny Boyz? I said, you can start something, but it takes all three of us to make it.
Right.
The last
without them, it's just me.
The last live show we did, I stepped on the stage. I thought I was gonna fall off the stage. That
was last summer.
With Karis, we gonna rock the house, y'all. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then I thought I was gonna faint when I got on that stage. But then once I picked up the mic, you know, it just got comfortable. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
Yes.
There you go. But before I picked up that mic, it was like, oh man, I feel nauseous. Jay Sean, they gotta come catch me.
Don't get me wrong.
Because I'm gonna fall off the stage.
Performing is hard.
But
because
once I got up,
you gotta feel the crowd out.
That's it.
I'm nervous before everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone.
That's natural.
Yeah.
That's natural.
Like I hear athletes say, Barry Sanders, the great Barry Sanders said, when he steps on the stage, on the field, he's like, he can hear the crowd like, and then the crowd goes quiet. I'm like, what the fuck? Once he puts himself, you know what I'm saying? When he walks on the field, he said, like when he's making a play, he's doing them crazy runs that he's doing, he don't hear nothing. He don't hear nothing. And then once he gets to the end zone, it all comes back.
Right.
Like on the stage, it's like I'm looking at James Sean like, help me.
And sure, like, come on, man, knock it off, man. Yo, it's it.
I'm telling you, man. Like Toad's Place, that's a small venue, right? Toad's Place, you know?
Yeah.
That joint knocked though.
I've been there,
Yo, man, I would faint in that place, man. Like when I first started, man, we done did shows at the mosque, climb them, you know what I'm saying? Then when they started talking about
Cleveland Coliseum,
y'all gotta perform at Roseland. I was like, what?
Yes.
Roseland.
I think New York is tough because they say if you can make it in New York,
the Palladium,
you can make it anywhere.
We played. We played Latin Quarters.
Yeah.
We played Studio 54. So
the
if people play New York,
just get out there, have fun.
It's not a little stage.
No,
it's not.
It's not.
Yo, that Palladium.
Yeah.
Yo, New Yorkers.
Right.
We was in Brooklyn. I forgot who.
The World.
Right. We did the World.
Who was we performing with though? Anyway.
Have you guys ever performed at the FIBA? When they
No. But the Fever closed down at that time.
It closed down.
It closed down.
Oh, I wish I could have.
Yeah. Like there.
Apollo, y'all been to the Apollo?
Yeah. The Apollo.
We performed the Apollo, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that was crazy.
Y'all got footage. Y'all still.
Put it this way, before when we went to Cleveland the first time.
No, I don't know who.
Here's a story about Cleveland when we first got there. We're vibing with some of the promoters and all this right here, and my man, God rest his soul, he just passed away a few years ago. So he says, I'd like to take you guys somewhere. Right. He was like, where? Just somewhere out in Levert. We were Gerald Levert's favorite group.
Right.
He had to find out that in the Walkman I had, that he was my favorite group. They was my favorite group at that time.
Right.
And I'm like, wow. And Gerald's going crazy. Yo, that's my favorite group. Eddie walks downstairs and said, what's all the ruckus?
Right.
And he said, my favorite group is here, the Skinny Boyz. And I'm like, yeah.
So how that make y'all feel at that?
Listen, calling home to my mom.
Probably grew up on the music.
Yeah. So, and then they're like, man, we should go to, you ever met Mike? I said, we met Mike. I said, we been met Mike. I said, we met Mike at 54. When Public Enemy, we came off the road, and Public Enemy was playing Studio 54. That's the night that they had to kick Professor Griff out the group. Because Griff went in.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he went hard. And he told it, and next thing you know, it's on front page of the Daily News, the New York Post.
You went on the radio.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. So you look at that, and that night, the same night we was all hanging out at DAPS.
Right.
That's when Mike broke his hand on Mitch Green.
Right.
We all ended up at the Fever, but guess what?
Oh, so y'all
Yeah.
did the Fever too?
Yeah, we ended up at the not the Fever, at the 54.
Right.
We ended at 54. Now 54 is iconic because everybody who's anybody has been to Studio 54, and you know about the drugs and all that, the sex and everything else that goes on. Everything went on in 54. We go there, PE's performing there.
Right. Wow. Chile,
yes. And this is crazy how Mike comes from the hospital. He's at 54. Skinny Boyz, you know I'm in effect. He hears Flavor Flav say, in effect, yeah. We in effect now. People used to say all the time, like, you know, how does it feel to be respected by some of the greats? I said, we're entertainers just like them. Feels good that they respect us the same way.
Humble.
You know? Humble. And I said, sometimes you have to, when people downplay you, sometimes you really have to come out your shell and show them who the hell you are.
Right.
And stop being so humble about everything and let them know, listen, this is like, there was a thing on Instagram when the other day someone says, Connecticut ain't never had no professional rappers. And I'm like, who is this dude? Now, come to find out, it's a dude from Queens. He talking about, oh, I run around here, I run around there. Well, obviously you didn't do your homework.
Yeah.
Because I said, we know Chuck, Red Alert, Magic, all them cats. Flex, we knew all of them. Flex got his start from Chuck Chillout, carrying his records.
Right.
You know? Red Alert is the one who gave, or not gave them their break, but put the Jungle Brothers on. So when you look at it, everyone gets their start from somewhere, but for him to say Connecticut has never produced a professional rap group, I'm like, wow, you didn't do much of anything.
Yeah, that's right.
You know? You didn't do much of anything, research for anything. All you did is go ahead, think whatever you thought of and just ran with it. Because we know Ralph McDaniels, all of them right there.
They had a post on Instagram about that.
Yeah.
I put your name in the
Right.
Right. Yeah, I knew we was going to have the interview. So I'm like, you know what? Skinny Boyz.
Yeah.
Somebody else.
Us and Steezel.
Yeah.
We came out before Steezel, but Steezel came out and did his thing. You know, when after he started dancing, for EPMD, he did his thing.
I know we could have went